FizzBuzz, besides being the nickname my friends have for my sister, is a classic software engineering interview question. And if you don't know how to solve it, you're almost as useless as that one JavaScript framework. And I don't want that for anyone. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to solve FizzBuzz. The first step is picking a programming language, and there's a lot of good ones out there. We could do PHP, Bulbasaur, Python, DuckScript, but one of the most important things to do in an interview is just to show off how smart you are. And there's no other language that's better to do this with than Haskell. Before I write any Haskell code, I like to just recite the official pre-coding prayer because I feel like it just gets me into a good headspace and I feel very grounded afterwards. So I encourage you to follow along with me here. Our Haskell, who art in binary, hallowed be thy type system. Thy monoids come, thy will be done, in VS Code as it is in Emacs. Give us this day our daily recursion, and forgive us of our side effects in infinite loops, and lead us not into imperative languages, but deliver us from mutation. For thine is the type system, the monoids, and the pure functions forever. In the name of filter, map, and reduce, amen. Alrighty, I'm all warmed up and now I'm ready to go. For those of you that are unaware of the rules of what even FizzBuzz is, how it works is we're going to write a program that prints numbers from 1 to 100. And if the number is divisible by 3, we are going to print fizz. If the number is divisible by 5, we're going to print buzz. And if it's divisible by both 3 and 5, we're going to print FizzBuzz. And so the output should look like this: 1, 2, FizzBuzz, etc. Since this is a common interview question, there's usually going to be an interviewer with you kind of watching what you do. And what I like to do is try to knock the socks off that interviewer. And to do this, we're going to be using an extension to help us off called Vim. And so I already got this installed and I'm going to be using this. And the first thing that I like to do here is just print, please take off your socks. Now this doesn't always work, but this worked in one of my interviews and I recommend giving it a shot because you can get some free wins this way. But if that doesn't work, that's why we installed Vim. We can do some other tricks. I turned on screencaster mode, so now when I type letters on my keyboard, it's going to show you what I'm typing. And I'm just going to scroll down here and I'm going to clear this string and I'm just going to press enter to come down here so it's multi-line. And now I'm going to type 1 and we're going to do some Vim magic to do FizzBuzz here. So I'm going to hit escape to go into command mode and I'm going to push QW. So Q starts a macro and W is the name of my macro. And now I'm going to press Y twice. That copies 1 to my clipboard. And then I'm going to push P to paste it. And then I'm going to push Control A to increment it. And then I'm going to press Q to save my macro. And now I'm going to run this 97 times. Press J real quick. 98 times, and then I'm going to press QW to run this. And then now, like Waka Flocka Flame, we are doing this with no hands, 1 to 100. Now at this point, it's perfectly normal if your interviewer's socks are starting to slide down a little bit, but we're not quite done yet. We just did 1 to 100. So now let's add some buzzes and some fizzes in there. And so we're going to come back up here to the top, and we're going to press QW to start us a new macro. And then we're going to press 3 and J to go down. And here I'm going to hit 0 to go to beginning of the line just in case. Shift uppercase C and then fizz. And then I'm going to hit escape. And then I'm going to run this 100 divided by 33 times. I mean 3 times, which is 33 times. So to run it 33 times, well, minus 1 since we already did it once. We're going to say 32. Dang it, I did it too many times. I'm going to have to go down and now I'm going to have to go back up again. And now with my cursor on fizz, I'm going to say 32 at W. Didn't work. Oh, I forgot to freaking close it. We're going to pretend like none of that ever happened. So we're at the top main here. We're going to press QW again. We're going to say 3 down 0 capital C fizz escape Q. Whew. Now we can say 32 at W. Let's go. And now we're just going to rinse and repeat, right? So now we're going to say 5J, Command C. Oh, actually, I don't want to Command C. I didn't start my macro either. Shh. Press QW, 5J, 0C, buzz, escape, Q, and then what's 100 divided by 5? 20 times, except now it's 19 times. At W, go. Let's go. And then for our grand finale, right, we have to do 15. 15, every 15th one is divisible by 3 and 5. So we're going to say QW 15 J fizz buzz. Actually, I can't do that because I didn't press 0 again like a scrub. So we're going to pretend like you didn't see that because I messed it up again. And then we're going to do QW what did I say we did again? Oh yeah, 15 J 0 C fizz buzz escape. And then how many times are we doing this? 100 divided by 15. 6 times. We already did it once, so we do it 5 times. At W, go. I didn't close my macro again. 5. So I'm going to press Q, 5W, go. I think I crashed my VS Code. We'll wait for him to finish. Okay, he's not finishing, so we're going to just reload our window. Fantastic. It is all good now. I'm going to come back up to the top, and we're not quite done, even though our string is looking pretty gnarly. And that's because Haskell is such a high-level language that they require you to escape your multi-line strings, because, why not? And so we're going to have to put like a slash here, but then we also have to put a slash here. And we also need to put a slash here for reasons unknown to me. So to do this easily, I'm going to press Control V, and then I'm just going to come all the way down by pressing Command G. And then I'm going to press Shift I, and then I'm going to put a slash. And now we have slashes everywhere, at least at the beginning. And now we're going to add them at the end by creating our macro. That's right. QW, I'm going to press the at sign. No, I'm not going to press the at sign, capital A. And then I'm going to add not a comma, a backslash. I'm going to hit escape key, and then I'm going to go down 1, and then I'm going to press Q in my macro. And then I'm going to run this 97 times, I think. And then we're going to add W. There we go. I just love watching this. And then let's add a slash there just for fun. I actually think we can just bring this up, and then we're good. And of course, we can pop open our terminal, and we can compile this bad boy to show off just how swag our code is, and realize that Haskell is such a high-level language that we have to insert the new lines ourselves. So you go back to your Vim code, you come up to the top, and what we're going to do is do some more Vim magic with some Vim macros. So we're going to press QW here, and we're going to hit capital A, and then I'm just going to straight up hit my arrow key here to go back to the left, and I'm going to do backslash N, escape, and then press J to go down 1. We're going to close our macro like we should always, 99, and run this. Let's go. And I don't care about adding a new line here, so we'll remove that. And now we pop open our terminal one more time, and voila. At this point, the interviewer is either going to think you're a complete idiot or a god, but either way, you're not out of tricks yet. And if they think you're an idiot, they've walked straight into your trap card. All you need to do is let them know what the runtime of this algorithm is. And that's correct. It's O of 1. This is a constant time algorithm, baby. And let them ponder on that for a little bit. At this point, it is guaranteed that their socks are knocked off. You do have to be careful with this though, because sometimes your trap card does too much damage to the interviewer and permanently damages their ego. Some of them don't expect you to come up with a more performant solution, and a lot of times they're expecting O of N for fizz buzz. So in this case, especially if they're starting to foam or fizz at the mouth, be very careful and change your solution just a little bit. Alright, so we can turn this to O of N very easily. I'm just going to press U a couple times until all my code goes away. Specifically my slashes, not literally all my code. And we're just going to turn this into an array. So I'm going to put a bracket here and a bracket at the end. Then I'm going to come back up to the top here. Got my cursor on 1, and we're going to do some more Vim magic. We're going to create a new macro. I pressed QW, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press I here. I'm going to press space twice because Haskell's so high level that they don't like it when your array is touching the side here. And we're going to now add a quotation, escape, capital A to go to the other side, in the quotation, comma, and then we're going to go back down to the next line, and then we're going to end that. And so we got 99 more items to do, and we'll just run that. Dang it, I messed up. Mistakes were made. And we'll redo our macro. I'm going to press QW, space it out again, same thing. But now, when I go down, I need to press 0, and then press Q. That way our cursor's at the beginning. And now we're going to do 99 one more time. There we go. That's beautiful. This is what I wanted all my life. Let's remove the comma here at the very end just in case they don't like that. And I'm not sure. I feel like I got to do that. Now for the moment you probably have been all waiting for some Haskell magic and turn this array into a string. So I'm going to come back up to the top here and I'm going to create a new function which I'm going to call join. And our join function is going to take two parameters, a separator and then an array. But my array here I'm going to destructure. Alright, so here I'm going to get the first element, and then I'm going to get the rest of the elements. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to join the first element with the separator, and then we're just going to recurse. So we're going to call join with our separator, and then the rest of the elements. And then of course, no infinite loops today, guys. We are going to give ourselves an initial base case here. So when we have a separator and just one item in our list, we just return that one item, which is X. Now let's just join our array down here. Join, and I need to just make sure to also wrap this in parens, and reason so it knows that this is what I want to print. And here my separator is going to be the new line character. I'm going to come down to the bottom, just give us a closing paren there. And so now this is going to be converted to a string before it gets printed. And now our recursive algorithm to join it takes O of n time. So now our algorithm is O of n. Let's see if we did it correctly though. Open up my terminal, run this, it compiles, and it runs. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. You've learned how to do FizzBuzz, both in O of 1 time and O of n time.